When I was a young man, newly married, and actually was just starting to get into the role of being a husband, actually at the time I went to my father and asked him, what is the meaning of life? He looked at me kind of funny, and I asked again because he really didn't give me an answer. I asked him more aggressively and basically said, Dad, what is the meaning of life? And a little perplexed, he kind of looked at me and says, you did it. I was kind of a little confused. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you did it. Again, I asked him, I don't understand. What did I do? He says, you did it. You made it. You actually did your purpose of life. You actually did what God wanted you to do. I'm like, well, what is that? He said, you got married. You created a household for your wife. You are now able to establish a family, and you're able to provide. You did it. Congratulations, son. And as much as that felt good, I honestly really didn't really feel fulfilled. I asked him more specifically. I said, okay, I get that, but what is the meaning of life? And so he kind of looked at me perplexed, and he's like, he was really confused on kind of what I was asking. And what I really deep down really wanted to know is, what is my purpose? What is my meaning of this walk I call life? And so that started my journey. That actually started me to search for kind of my purpose. And throughout the years, I kind of discovered that purpose isn't necessarily a destination. It's actually a action, kind of like a verb. So I'll give you an example. This, for somebody who really doesn't know, is actually a hammer. Now, in a hand of a plumber, it could be possibly used as banging things in. In the hand of, say, an engineer, it could possibly be used as kind of a paperweight. But in the hands of a craftsman, like Jesus was, he was actually in the ability to basically be into construction as he grew up, as the Bible talks to us about. And in the hands of actually a certified craftsman, and actually somebody within construction or possibly building could possibly use this to build fascinating things, such as, a house, such as furniture, and an assorted amount of other things. So as I was growing up, I kind of realized, I think I'm a hammer. That's what I really thought of. But the point is it's not that I identified who I was. I still really didn't know my purpose, because this could be used for several different things. However, its purpose is actually to be able to bang in nails. As you can see, the little grooves are here. And then at the point, possibly pull out nails. So although it is a hammer in general, ourselves, we're created in God's image, and we're created according to his purpose. Now, although we may see ourselves as a shell or kind of like a hammer, how we use God's gifts, who he has given us, and how we use those gifts will then discover our purpose. Because in the Bible, it talks about that we are his created divine being, that God created each one of us, just like our fingerprints, to be unique, and we are all given gifts, and each one of us has specific gifts according to his purpose. Now, he gave us these gifts to bless others and to be able to use our gifts, and in doing so, our action of our gifts that God has given to us, then we're able to live out our purpose. Yeah. And so whatever comes easiest to you with the least amount of effort and you take joy in, guess what? That's your gift. Now, in doing your gift, you have to learn and cultivate and be able to produce the gift to be able to use it to serve others. And in doing so, you're able to now discover your purpose. And just like anything else, like a triathlete or possibly anybody that is basically competing for anything, they strive and they are able to learn and grow and become better in their gifts and become, at that point, an expert in their gifts. And in doing so, they live their purpose. So I always tell my children, ever since they're little, if you want to live a good, healthy, fruitful life, is first, ask God, what is your purpose? What is your gifts? And in doing so, what comes easiest to you? What do you find joy in? What makes you happy? And at the same point, try to bless others with your gifts. And in doing so, you won't work a day in your life. You're probably asking yourself, what is my purpose? Well, first, let's back up and take a couple steps. Let's find out first of what is your gift, meaning what comes easiest to you with the least amount of effort. Secondly, you want to find out, how can I use my gift to be able to bless others? And then once I'm able to bless others, not only will joy come, you'll become better at whatever your gift is. And in doing so, you'll be able to discover your purpose. So why not leave you with this? So in 2 Timothy, it talks about that God did not give us a spirit of timidity, but a spirit of power, of love, and of self-discipline. So in doing so, I hope this video is able to help you to be able to find your purpose, or at least point you in the right direction. Now, my purpose isn't necessarily your purpose, and your purpose isn't somebody else's purpose. And in a lot of research, a lot of reading I've done also is, if there's things that you feel, hey, I thought it came easy, but I'm not happy, I don't feel fulfilled, well, you may be living somebody else's purpose. So until you discover God's gift of what He is able to give you and how to be able to bless others with those gifts, and until then, you won't be able to find your purpose. But when you do, congratulations. Now you got to work hard, just like the Bible talks about, and Paul says, is to be able to strive for excellence and for the goal. Because even though many people will run to finish the race, there will only be one winner. So make that winner be you today. God bless you. Hopefully this video is able to help you and help you point you in the right direction to discover your purpose. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye.